Gather the blankets and milk and the bread.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Pickett, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. This time Jackson will throw it. That's complete to John Ross. 7 yards the pickup there. This defense for the Pats, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Cousins. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 14, Patriots 7. You can't block me.
They'll run on first down. Pickett, he'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Pickett. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On play action, Cousins. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Play action now. Cousins. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Cousins now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
At the 21-yard line, it's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Final play of the half, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pickett, and some room to work. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. That's McDonald. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this is back to an 8-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson now. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
McCann's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickett. And some room to roam now. Pushes him over. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Patriots. A great run, yes, but something you pointed out to me on film is when they get outside the tackles, their wide receivers are really good at blocking.
And this is a team that values those wide receivers actually blocking. They actually get congratulated and noted for their blocking during a game. They can have a 10-catch game, but if they don't block well, it's going to be a long week for them in practice.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This time Jackson will throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll run on first down. Pickett. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickett trucks over him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, some strong running. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
On first down, Pickett. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and he'll pop that ball free.
Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They'll run on first down. Pickett. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Cousins to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as...
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up.